What if I told you that everything you've been taught about money, work, and retirement is wrong? That the idea of working until you're 65 is an outdated script from a bygone era? I'm talking about achieving financial freedom not in your golden years, but before you even hit 30. It sounds impossible, right? It's like some get-rich-quick fantasy. That's what I thought too. Just a few years ago, I was exactly where you might be right now, buried in student debt. Working a job that paid just enough to keep me stressed, and watching my dreams of travel and independence fade with every paycheck, the math just didn't add up. Save 10% of my income? At that rate, I'd be lucky to retire by 70. The turning point for me wasn't a lottery win or a secret inheritance. It was a moment of painful clarity. I was sitting at my desk, staring at a spreadsheet, and I realized I was trading my life, my youth, my best years, for a salary that barely covered my expenses. I was building someone else's dream, not my own. This sparked a conflict inside me. Do I accept this reality, this slow march towards a conventional retirement, or do I find another way? The fear was immense. The path to financial freedom felt like stepping off a cliff. Society tells you to get a good job, buy a house, and climb the corporate ladder. But the ladder felt more like a cage. So I decided to break the rules. I became obsessed. I devoured books on investing, personal finance, and alternative income streams. I stopped listening to the conventional wisdom that told me to be patient and started listening to the people who had actually done it. The early retirees, the digital nomads, the young entrepreneurs who were living life on their own terms. And what I discovered blew my mind. Financial freedom isn't about earning $1 million salary. It's about a simple but powerful equation. Your passive income must exceed your living expenses. That's it. That's the entire game. The first step was brutal. I had to confront my spending habits. I tracked every single dollar. That morning coffee, the subscription services I never used, the impulse buys online, it all added up. I created a freedom budget, not a restrictive one, but a purposeful one. Every dollar I saved wasn't a sacrifice. It was a seed I was planting for my future self. I cut my expenses dramatically, not by living a life of deprivation, but by being intentional. I moved to a smaller apartment, started cooking at home, and found free ways to have fun. It was a mindset shift from consumer to owner. Simultaneously, I focused on the other side of the equation, increasing my income, but not just by working more hours at my dead-end job. I started looking for ways to build scalable, passive, or semi-passive income streams. My first attempt was a complete failure. I tried dropshipping a trendy gadget and lost a few $100s. I was discouraged, and the voice of doubt whispered, "I told you so. Just stick to your day job." This is the conflict every aspiring entrepreneur faces. The gap between the vision and the reality can be a chasm of despair. But failure is just data. I analyzed what went wrong, learned from my mistakes, and pivoted. My next venture was freelancing a skill I already had from my job. I started small, taking on weekend projects. The extra income was great, but more importantly, it built my confidence. I started investing in low-cost index funds. Forget trying to pick the next hot stock. The strategy is simple. Buy the entire market and let the power of compounding do its magic. I set up automatic investments, so a portion of every paycheck and every bit of side income went directly into my investment account before I could even touch it. This is called paying yourself first, but I call it buying my freedom first. As my investment portfolio grew, something magical started to happen. It started generating its own income through dividends. It was a small amount at first, just a few dollars a month. But it was proof of concept. I was making money while I slept. I didn't stop there. I continued to explore other income streams. I created a small digital product, an ebook based on my professional expertise. It took a month of late nights to write, but once it was done, it became an automated source of income. I got into real estate not by buying a mansion, but through real estate investment trusts, or REITs, which allowed me to invest in property with just a few $100s. Each new stream was like adding another soldier to my army of automated income generators. The key was diversification. Some streams were small, some were larger, but together they created a powerful river of cash flow. There were moments of intense doubt. Friends and family thought I was crazy. "Why are you working so hard?" they'd ask. You're young. You should be enjoying yourself. They didn't understand that my definition of enjoyment was building a life where I didn't have to ask for permission to live. The conflict wasn't just internal anymore. It was external. It was me against the world's expectations. But seeing my passive income numbers tick up every month was the only validation I needed. First, it covered my phone bill, then my groceries, then my rent. The day my passive income officially surpassed my monthly expenses, I didn't quit my job right away. The feeling wasn't a burst of fireworks. It was a quiet, profound sense of peace. The pressure was gone. I was no longer working for survival. I was working out of choice. I had options. I could stay. I could leave. I could negotiate for better terms. I had won the game. This is the payoff. It's not about being rich in the traditional sense. It's about owning your time. Time is the one asset you can never get back. And I had just bought all of mine back. I eventually did leave my job, not to sit on a beach all day, but to pursue work I was truly passionate about, without worrying about the paycheck. I started traveling, learning new skills, and spending more time with the people I love. I'm living a life that I designed, not one that was assigned to me. I did it all before I turned 30. So how can you do this? It starts with a decision. Decide that the conventional path is not your path. Then, get educated. Learn everything you can about budgeting, investing, and creating income. Start small. You don't need a lot of money to start investing. You just need to start. Automate your savings and investments so it becomes a non-negotiable habit. Focus on increasing the gap between what you earn and what you spend, and put that entire gap to work for you. Build multiple income streams, even if they're small at first. And most importantly, be patient with the process, but impatient with your actions. This isn't an overnight journey, but it also doesn't have to take 40 years. You have the power to rewrite your financial future. The tools and information are more accessible today than ever before. The biggest obstacle isn't a lack of money, it's a lack of belief and a fear of straying from the herd. But the freedom on the other side of that fear is worth every bit of the effort. The freedom to wake up and decide what you want to do with your day, every single day. That is the ultimate prize. Thank you so much for watching. If this video resonated with you and you want to learn more about the specific strategies, tools, and mindset shifts that help me achieve financial freedom, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. I post new videos every week, diving deep into these topics. Let me know in the comments below what your biggest financial goal is. Let's start this journey together. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.